waiting for Friday, the weekend, just to live it up until Monday and do the whole work week over again until you waiting for Friday, till Friday come and Saturday come where you can live it up. Live it up. It's not normal, man. You know? This is a system, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, like I ain't gonna say that I will never ever work a 9 to 5 again and stuff like that. But right now I'm self-employed. I've been self-employed since 2023, right? The middle of 2023. If you go on my channel, you can see when I got fired from my warehouse job and all of that. I documented it all. But I've been self-employed. But you know, I think this is why. You know, my soul, my conscience, you know, it knows that this is not normal living check to check, you know, week to week, week after week, you know what I mean? And you working, and then, you know, you working through the week, not getting paid at a job, at a W-2 job, right? You're not getting paid. You're going to work, it feel like for free throughout the week, right? And some people got to wait 2 weeks. It's crazy, you know? And then you get that lump sum check on Friday or Thursday or Friday, whatever, right? But you know what? The check got to go to the bills and all the rent and different stuff. You know, some people got child support. Some people got all type of stuff that eats away their money. So you just living for that next check, right? And you one emergency away from, man, being stuck. And that's where they got loan places in place, you know, loan sharks. They have to get your money. Hey, I can give you a loan, and they're going to tax you. You know what I mean? You know, it's a lot of stuff set up around that to profit, because they know people living check to check, so they're capitalizing on it. Hey, I can give you this loan to your next payday or whatever, right? Or, you know, leasing stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, I done lease stuff. Like, you can lease, you know, stuff from, like, let's say you shopping at Best Buy, you need a flat screen. You can lease it through, like, private leasing companies and stuff like that. Like, they know that you're living check to check, so they're capitalizing on it. They're going to tax you on everything, right? You're going to pay a monthly fee that's going to give them a nice profit, because, you know, you're going to pay over. And it's not normal, bro. But the system made it normal, and we conditioned. Like, when I was working, you know, at my warehouse job, a couple years ago now, almost 3 years ago, I just felt like, for a second, I felt secure because I got a check coming, right? But when I kind of, like, had some emergencies pop up and I had to spend my little pot money that I had tucked away and, you know, fix a car, do some stuff, you know what I mean? I had got a car. Matter of fact, I had another car. I had to fix it one time, but I had got another car so wifey could have a car, and I got a car, you feel me? And here's another bill. You get what I'm saying? And it's just certain stuff that just put me, like, a little bit behind. And it was hard to catch up, man, working a job. Now I felt like when I'm at work, I just felt like, man, I'm just here for nothing. Well, it ain't for nothing. It's to pay my bills and my rent and all of that. But I'm just here to do that. That's it. Type shit. You know what I mean? I'm not here prospering and seeing my bank account grow and thriving. I'm here just to pay bills. That's how I felt. It started to feel. And it's very depressing. And you got to constantly practice gratitude. Like, you know what? I'm glad I'm able to do this. I'm glad I have a place to live. I'm glad I have a car that I have to pay on. I'm glad I could pay my you know, my gas and electric. I'm glad I could pay Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? You got to constantly practice gratitude, or you'll go nuts. Working for just to pay bills. You barely got money to go out and have fun and buy clothes or do whatever you're trying to do. You don't got that type of money. You just paying bills. So when I got fired, I was sick at first, you know. But then I remembered that I'm a hustler. And I got these apps that I, had barely been using. Kind of like when I got the job, the apps was like, I'm side stuff. I didn't have a lot of time to do it. Honestly, I was always tired and shit from working. And so I was like, you know what? I can go full time on these apps. DoorDash, Instacart, Uber Eats, Amazon Flex, all of these apps, right? And man, that became my full time job, gig work. And I've been surviving like that ever since. And you know what's crazy is most months I make more than I would have made at the warehouse. You know what I'm saying? But you take out expenses and stuff, so it's up and down. But I'm living more with more flexibility in my life, and I'm less depressed. Because if you look at my channel, one of my most popular videos, I was talking about how I'm stressed and depressed at the warehouse. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been feeling like that. So my point with this video is we get conditioned to live check to check. And I think that, ever since I got fired, that forced me to think outside of the box and create a lane for myself. However I could do that, I chose like gig work. And I got some more plans in motion, because now it made me see my passion is like delivery, right? So that's my thing. And starting my business up and delivery and stuff like that. So yeah, man, I don't know, man. It's if you look around, companies and businesses, they didn't just rely on a job. They created a job for other people. They created a business that created jobs. So that's something to think about. That's something I'm on. Just wanted to share that peace of mind with you. Let me know what you think. You can add something in the comments. See you in the next one.